All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. It's time to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. This is about day 4 or 5, and I wanted to follow up again because, man, I have been so impressed with this phone, and I wanted to talk about it. Now that the battery finally has died, it died on day 4, I believe it is, and I've charged it back to 100 now. It took, the battery is a 4700 milliamp hour battery, and it charges at 25 watts at the peak speed. So it's not the fastest charging phone, but it's not the slowest. But with that, you get reverse wireless charging at 15 watts. It's really good. So that 4700 milliamp hour battery can power this phone with a person that has light usage for easily 5 to 7 days. That's light usage. Because I was kind of on it a lot, and it made it a complete solid 3.5 days. Into day 4, I put it on the charger at 13%. That's how it goes. So the battery life on here, coupled with the Exynos 2400E, really makes a difference. Now, this phone has 8 gigs of RAM, and so I think that combination is so efficient, and this is why I'm able to get such great battery. Now, in some countries, you can get a 512 gig, but I believe in the US, it's only on Samsung's website, it's only limited to 256 gig or 128 gigs, which is what I have here. So that's good enough for a lot of people. But nonetheless, with the recording capabilities of these cameras, the 50 megapixel camera on the back is just, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's incredible that this phone matches pretty much every Samsung I have. This is my S24 Plus. I have the Z Fold, the Z Flip 6, the S24 Ultra, some powerhouses over here, and this phone right here is really putting it down. Now, you take all this footage and you view it. This is the video review that I did with the phone. I shot most of that video with the front camera. Folks, this phone is extremely impressive. 50 megapixel shooter. The megapixels are, blah, 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 megapixels. However, the quality that's coming out of them is just great, man. This is the rear camera. And actually, after I shot this video, I looked at this footage. I said, man, the rear camera does really good outside. Indoors, depending on what your lighting looks like, I don't really like the rear camera indoors in certain situations. It has to be a whiter light. And I do have LEDs in my office, but if you use a more yellow or more tone-oriented light, it's going to look a little different. Just fair warning. Like most phones, that'll probably happen, but Samsung already saturates their cameras quality a lot for photos and things like that, so just be mindful of that. But with that said, this is the front camera once again. I mean, that rear camera was, this is ridiculous. I shot the video review for this phone on the cameras, and this is the footage that's from that. So that video's already out. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out because I think you're going to be impressed at what you see. These are just the original files on the phone still. Now, you couple the beautiful set of cameras that you have here with a beautiful 6.7 inch display. Yeah, it's 1080p, 2340, but it is 120 hertz. And it is a dynamic AMOLED 2X display with HDR10 capabilities and plus, I should say, HDR10 plus capabilities, and it can peak out at 1900 nits. That's impressive, folks. 88% screen to body ratio, but still, and that's just on the S24 Plus, the bezels are thinner. So you get thinner bezels around here. So that's what you see there is thinner bezels. But other than that, folks, you got the same quality on the display. It's really good. It's not a Quad HD display, but it is still extremely refreshing to know that this is what they've done for this so-called fan edition. They've packed this thing in. Now, I did a 8K recording, and that 8K recording, I put some of it online or whatever, but look, let me see, where's that 8K one? This is the 8K recording. Let me see. Yes, this is the 8K recording. Look right there. Right there. This is 7680 by 4320. Folks, that's a big file for 54 seconds. It's freaking beautiful, though. This is a beautiful, and I know over video it doesn't do it any justice, but this combination here, I mean, they just did a great job. This fan edition got all the perks, and I understand why Samsung didn't release this phone along with all the other phones, just like the A line from other companies comes out after the flagships come out. It's because this phone would sell better. There will be no need for Google to release the Pro models of their phones if they have the A lineup or the regular 9 versions. Those are always the same in performance pretty much, or has the same cameras and some of the same hardware. This phone takes it to another level though, because it gives you the ultra wide, the zoom, and the regular lens. And a lot of phones in this category and price range do not do that. And if they do, the quality is definitely not like this. This is stellar quality. 50 megapixel shooter on the back of this thing at f1.8, an 8 megapixel at f2.2 for the telephoto lens, and a 12 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide lens. Coming in, being able to give you 8K footage, folks, this is stupendous, man. It's a trip. And the front camera is only a 10 megapixel, but it's f2.4. So when using it for vlogs and things like that, it's so good. It's really good. The specs on this thing, man, they are phenomenal. This is a beautiful phone. I can't believe I waited so long to get it. It came out, it got released in October and we're in December, whatever. I got it last month in November, but still, I wasn't going to get it. I was like, I'm not getting this phone. I have no reason to get it. I have an S24 Plus. I have all these other Samsung phones, and it's close to the S24 Plus. When you think about it, it's close. The design is there. It's the same size screen. This is a good upgrade for someone who has the S23 from last year, and you don't want the S23 Plus. You don't want to spend a lot of money. Get this fan edition. This is a huge upgrade for you. I'm telling you, this thing is impressive. So, nonetheless, I had to do something to let you guys know. This phone made it 3.5 over almost 4 days on the battery, and I was shocked. I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting it to go almost 4. It really went 4 days, but I'm saying almost. I put it on the charger on day 4. So you call it what you want. It was at 13% when I put it on the charger. So it's still learning the battery too, because I'm still within that 7-day window, 5 to 7 day window. So it's just going to be like that for now. I'm not going to get the actual readings, but I'm guesstimating the screen on time is going to be 3.5 days with about 10 hours of screen on time or more, just about. So I wanted to follow up with you guys one more time on this beautiful, beautiful combination here. If you haven't already done so, this is a win. Watch, phone, buds, low price. I don't know if the same deals are going on, but I think you should check it out. It'll do you some good. Just if you're looking for a new phone, this could be the one for you. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wow, this phone is extremely impressive. Leave any questions you have down below, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. See you in the next one. Take care.